So we may have gone crashing out of the Cup and the Champions League in the quarterfinals, but we're in a pretty good position to make the playoffs here in Australia. Welcome back to Tuna's Travels. So we've had a pretty good run so far this season. We're still unbeaten. We've only actually conceded 1 goal so far in the league as well, as you can see on screen right now. We followed with a 2-0 victory of West United FC, with another 2-0 victory of Melbourne Victory on Artovich and Rickson scoring in that game for a 0-0 draw of Western United. I was a little bit disappointed with this draw. We really should have won this game, but, you know, still unbeaten there. An 84th minute penalty from Chris Munro gives a 1-0 victory over Perth Glory, and then Rickson scoring a 72nd minute goal to put us ahead against Central Coast Mariners. Chris Dainty equalised with just a minute left of normal time. That was kind of crushing, really. But that is the only goal we've conceded so far. We've had 2-0 victories over Melbourne Victory and Adelaide United. Turner, McGarry Watson, Petit Jean and Rickson all scoring in these games. 1-0 victory over MacArthur FC, Hodich in the first half scoring the only goal. 3-0 domination victories over Wellington Phoenix and Adelaide United. 3 goals from Shaw across these 2 games. And then goals for Petit Jean, Munro and Turner, with 0-0 games against Newcastle United Jets and Sydney FC either side of that one. So if you just take a look at the league table, we are currently 7 points ahead of Central Coast Mariners, 11 points ahead of Sydney FC in that final, obviously, place to get into that top 6. We could still finish bottom, of course. We still have a lot of games left to play, but things are going very, very well for us so far this season. And we're going to go play Western Sydney Wanderers right now and then Perth Glory, 2 pretty decent teams, and see if we can just continue this run of form and hopefully keep these run of clean sheets going as well. We've got Jackson, Gashi, Rickson, Petit Jean, Britton, Munro, Garcia, Turner, Hodich, McGarry Watson and Shaw in the starting 11 today for us. Obviously Shaw is back, as you saw them with him scoring as well after his injury, and yeah, it's just a shame we couldn't really take this run of form into the Cups. But we know that hopefully, you know, we can go and win this league this season, and then we've only got the start of next season to try and win that FFA Cup. It's not like we have to go through a full season again. So fingers crossed we can do what we need to do this season and just focus fully on that next season. We won't be in the Champions League next season because of how the league runs here. Obviously, it's sort of yearly. The Champions League starts around now in the group, so it's another 4 years. McGarry Watson is in down this left-hand side, cross towards back post, headed clear, and knocked further down pitch. We do pick it up again, Gashi to Turner. See me pacing on the sidelines over there. Turner puts back and is dispossessed by Bangura. We've gone for a very small pitch as well, you see here. And now in past, we've gone for a very wide pitch. This one's very narrow, very short. Gashi pulls one across. McGarry Watson has to bury that, and he does. It's a wonderful header, completely unmarked. It's a great ball in from Gashi. 6 minutes into this game, we have the lead. And like I say, it's just a wonderful, wonderful move there as well. It's a very limited pitch for space, given the size. But McGarry Watson just gets away from his man, just heads back across goal into that top corner, and gives us the lead. Wonderful header there from McGarry Watson. He's been a wonderful player as well so far at our time here. Central Coast Mariners are not playing at the moment, and to be fair, most of the teams aren't playing at the moment. It's just 3 games today, including ours, and the other 2 are late kickoffs as well. So this would give us a chance to go 10 points clear of them in second. Shaw, with this free kick, delivers, and it's clipped the bar and gone over. Of course, it doesn't really matter how far we finish at the top. Munro, corner, delivered in. It's a great save by Jackson, and it's back in. It's off the line. Britain staying alert there to clear that one out. So the playoffs here, 3rd down to 6th, play each other in the quarterfinals. Then 1st and 2nd come in. So we would have to win 2 games after the end of the season. Should be finishing these top 2 spots, which is looking likely. And I think it gives us home advantage as well. I think so. I think it's seeded, so we played the lowest seed in the semi-final. I'm not 100% sure, that's just how I'm assuming it's working. McCarthy, the ball on his edge of his own area, looks downfield. Cornwell spins into space. Ball crosses, and it's headed clear. Garcia now to bring it downfield. Goes back to Petit Jean. Britain. Gary Watson, now the goal scorer. Britain looks over the top. Sure, it's not going to get there. It's headed back to the goalkeeper, Resigning. He looks downfield. Surely we've got to win that header. We don't. With 2 plays miss it. Cornwell is in. He's placed it just wide of that post. And that was a crucial chance there to find the equaliser. It's a poor finish in the end. Very poor defending there from Britain and Petit Jean. I notice a lot of these pronunciations change every episode as well. It's fine. We're going to roll with it. McGarry Watson picks up that second ball, looks to bring it forward, cuts back and dispossessed by Paul. Cornwell now again. To the byline, stabs a crossing, headed clear by Gashi. It's going to come right back at us again. Boyd to Hunter. He looks over the top. Cornwell wins the head again, and Walker hits one from range. And I'm going to demand more from them here. Just sort of switched off a little bit. Shaw's corner. Petit Jean's header. It's just over the bar as well there. Bounces off the top of the net. And that is going to be the last bit of action we see from him. He's going to come off for Bulakis. We're also going to take off Hjodic for Sparks. And let's take off Monroe for Uma. The Sparks will drop back into midfield. So that's all 3 changes made. We still have that 1 goal advantage. Can we see this out? I mean, we probably should have been a couple of goals further ahead here. I'm going to ask for some focus from the players. Lehman. Coffey on the halfway line, looks forward. Walker. Woodfontel. Back to McCarthy. Boyd looks forward. Cornwell's in behind, and he's hit the post. And it's gone wide. And I'm going to ask him to just drop a little bit more. We don't need to push so high up the pitch now. But you do keep finding that space. Too early. It just feels like there's an equaliser coming. Boyd up to top. Cornwell. There is that equaliser. Is he offside there? We are going to VAR here, I think. He may have just strayed. VAR says offside. Goal does not count. And we get away with one there. It was just offside. Rickson and Bulakis just kept the line well. It's a great finish from Cornwell, to be fair. Great finish, but yeah, we just completely switched off there. But we are coming towards the end of the game. There's 5 additional minutes. Western Sydney Wanderers are down to 10 men. Moreno going off with an injury later on, and that should help us see it out, and it does. It's not a convincing victory, but it is a victory nevertheless. And another 3 points and another clean sheet. That's all you can ask for, really, isn't it? So continue that run of form with 10 points clear of Central Coast Mariners. We are now 14 points ahead of the top 6. And yeah, you like to think that it won't be long now before we are getting confirmed into that top 6 and getting them playoff places. And then it's just a case of winning them playoffs when it actually matters most. Coming up, Perth Glory. So time for an away trip to Perth. We're playing Perth Glory. And this is a team that we're going to try and keep that winning run, that clean sheet record up. Jackson, Gashi, Rickson, Petit Jean, Rob Britton, Munro, Garcia, Turner, Hjodic, McGarry Watson and Shaw. And yeah, hopefully, we can just go and get another victory. Keep going, keep getting forward, get this top 6 place sorted as soon as possible. And just, keep momentum going, keep confidence high. We're now 8 games in a row without conceding, and now I've said that we're going to concede in this game without a doubt against Perth Glory, who are struggling a little bit this season. You can see they're in the lead, they're down in 9th place, but a victory here would push them up into that top 6. It's a ball over the top, Shaw can't get there. It's a great tackle to dispossess him. Moreno looks downfield. Gashi steps in there to win that second ball. Turner looks over top for Shaw, who was on side, and he's chipped the keeper and he's found the back of the net, and it is 1-0. It's Jay Shaw. It's just such a cheeky little finish, and that's a great goal. 1-0, 3 minutes into this game. That is how you start a game of football. Gashi did well. Turner just found that ball in behind. Shaw timed his run to perfection. 1 touch, 2 touch, and then dinks the keeper, who probably should have done better looking at it from that angle. He sort of dives away from the ball. Had he stayed stood up, it's an easy catch. But yeah, we have the lead, and that's all you can hope for, really, isn't it? Like, early goal gives us all that momentum in the game. We just need to push on now, make the most of that. Let's praise them early on. Corner from Shaw. Petit straight into the hands of Almeida. He looks downfield, and we know how troubling they can be, and it is flicked on, but Rickson's going to get there first. Gashi. Turner now. Gives the ball away. Gets it back, though. Turner did well there to chase down his lost cause. Fired into McGarry Watson, who hits one. What a goal that is from McGarry Watson. Oh, but was there an offside? Did he just stray? The goal has been disallowed. He must have strayed offside, and it's a shame because that is a wonderful finish. What? What? How has VAR looked at that and said offside? How has that been disallowed? I I don't know what to say. It's 1-0 at half time. How was this disallowed? So we win the ball back into Shaw. I mean, he's quite clearly onside. Quite clearly. Oh man, how has VAR looked at that and thought offside? Oh my word. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. We've seen some bad calls in this series so far, but that is one of the worst. Garcia. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. Britain. Blodic. Into Garcia. He's probably offside, to be fair. Britain. Jordan Shaw fires that header home. The flag stays down for that one. Of course he does. That was a lovely header from Shaw, to be fair. It's 50th league goal for the club, because that cross was absolutely drilled in from Britain. It's not one that I'd want to be sticking my head on the end of, I can tell you that. Great ball in, great header from Shaw. It's 2-0. 40 seconds into this half, we've scored some 2 really early goals. I don't get it, honestly. Steffens looks downfield. We win that header, but Monroe's not going to get there. He's going to get to that one, though. Turner. He finds Shaw. He can on his hat-trick. Place it from Gary Watson. He's chipped the bar. He was offside as well. Supposedly, you know. That's just what we do now. We just make up offsides. McGarry Watson is actually going to come off from McLean here. Let's take off Turner for Beverand. And Britain for Andy. I'm still absolutely baffled. Absolutely baffled. But it is 2-0. Sure, Plodic. I keep having an L in there. There is no L in his name, is it? It's Hodic. Gashi pulls it across Shaw, so close to his hat-trick. Goal there. Hodic? I'm going to keep going with Hodic. because that's how I've been saying it all this time, so there's no point changing it now. We have a free kick right in that corner. Shaw crosses in, parried by Almeida, and it's off the line from Vanic. Garcia to Petit Jean. And yeah, surely now we've sealed this victory. It's just a case of keeping that clean sheet, going 9 games in a row with a clean sheet. And we have done it. It's 2-0. It should have been 3-0. It is a 2-0 victory. It's another win there for us. We continue this wonderful run of form. And we just keep marching on up that table. Sydney Boss was watching Gashi apparently. That's going to be interesting. Still potentially finish bottom. We have, what, 22 games to play, and I mean, we're going to be in the top 6, aren't we? So that is pretty straightforward. And tomorrow's episode, we'll see what happens. If we have a drastic turn of form and we're battling for top 6, we'll do the last 2 games. If we already get into the playoffs, tomorrow's episode will be the playoffs. So you'll see tomorrow how things are going. If you have enjoyed this, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you are new here and do enjoy what you see. Thank you very much for watching. We're back tomorrow. Bye bye.